Could this be the year the Spurs go from sleeping giant to true contender? Imagine a squad with Victor Wembanyama back at full health, De'Aaron Fox pacing the backcourt, and seasoned shooters stretching the floor, with high upside rookies and veteran frontcourt depth. San Antonio may not just surprise the NBA, they may terrify it. What happens when a franchise's entire future gets put on pause? That's what Spurs fans wrestled with last season, when Victor Wembanyama's sophomore campaign came to an abrupt, terrifying halt. A blood-clot scare, not just a setback, a what-if that loomed over everything. He had been dominant, 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, nearly 4 blocks a game. At 7'4", Wembley wasn't just defying physics, he was rewriting the limits of what a big man could do. And then, silence. A medical update. A shutdown. For a moment, time stood still in San Antonio. But now, he's back, cleared, conditioned, recharged. At just 21 years old, Victor Wembanyama is once again a gravitational center of the Spurs universe. A generational talent around whom the team's entire identity revolves. His presence doesn't just change matchups, it warps games plans. It bends court's geometry. The Spurs didn't just get their star back, they reclaimed their blueprint. Now, every fast break, every defense rotation, every pass zips through a single question. What does Wembley do next? As if the preseason flashes are any sign, the answer might just break the league. Wembley may be the anchor, but no ship sails without a killer backcourt. De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, a duo built on chaos, precision, and pure basketball violence. Fox wasn't just a flashy pickup, he was a statement. The Spurs didn't just want to build around Wembanyama, they wanted to win with him. And Fox? He's speed incarnate. Blink, and he's already at the rim. A former All-Star with a 25+ PPG resume and a clutch gene that terrifies defenders. But in San Antonio, his game gets a new flavor. Freedom. No longer the solo act. He's now the sonic boom to Wembley's gravitational pull. Then there's the rookie, Stephon Castle. Don't let the age fool you. This kid plays like he's seen it all. At 6'6", with a 7-foot wingspan, Castle is a defensive puzzle opponents can't solve. He switches onto wings, disrupts passing lanes, and brings an edge that screams playoff basketball. Oh, and his shooting? Already ahead of schedule. Together, they bring balance. Fox pushes the pace, Castle clamping down, both unlocking lanes from Wembley to feast. Forget rebuilding. This is a reload, and the trigger is in the backcourt. If Fox and Castle are now, Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant are the next. The Spurs didn't just draft talent, they drafted future weapons. With the second overall pick, San Antonio locked in Dylan Harper, a fearless lefty scorer with a grown man's court's vision. At Rutgers, he bullied defenders with size and finesse, threading passes through traffic and creating spaces like a seasoned pro. At 6'5" and 2,010 pounds, Harper doesn't play like a rookie. He plays like a spark ready to ignite at any moment. And in San Antonio, where spacing is sacred and cutting is gospel, Harper's instincts fit perfectly. Then at 14, the Spurs struck again. Carter Bryant, smooth, springly, deadly in transition. Bryant's the kind of wing that gives coaches options and opponents headaches. His jumper's improving, his motor's non-stop, and his ability to guard multiple positions make him tailor-made for playoff basketball. Greg Popovich doesn't rush rookies, he refines them. But Harper and Bryant aren't just learning, they're lurking, ready to leap into key rotation minutes. Whether it's injury cover, second unit injection, or matchup disruption, these two rookies are more than lottery picks. They're live wires, hidden in plain sight. Wembley might be the sun this offense orbits, but it's the stars around him that gives this galaxy balance. The Spurs front office didn't just build for the future, they stocked the present with players who know the grind. Harrison Barnes, NBA champion, seasoned scorer, professional bucket getter. He's not flashy, he's not loud, but he's exactly what this young locker room needs. A calming wing presence who can hit open threes, take the heat off when things get tight, and model what it means to win on and off the floor. Then there's Kelly Olynyk, The stretch big who shoots 37% from deep and passes like a forward born in a European system. His fit next to Wembley is surgical. He opens the lane, draws defenders out of the paint, and unlock those sneaky short roll plays that the Spurs fan will love. And while Luke Kornet won't fill up a box score, his 7-foot frame, pick and pop range, and veteran know-how makes him a reliable chess piece. Together, this trio lightens the load, giving San Antonio real spacing, real maturity, and most importantly, a real chance to let Wembley dominate without doing everything. Championship DNA isn't just about your stars, it's about your grinders. The ones who dive for those loose balls, switch onto anyone, and make the dirty plays when no one's watching. For the Spurs, the unsung backbone starts with Jeremy Sochan. He's chaos in motion at 6'8", defensive wildcard who guards 1 through 5 like it's personal. Switches, seamless. Help defense, instant. Energy, borderline reckless in the best way. He's not just a defender, he's a disruptor, and every playoff team needs one. Along with him, Devin Vassell provides the balance. Calm, smooth, and lethal from distance. His 3 and D game is tailor-made for spacing around Wembley, but it's his off-ball movement and defensive discipline that locks him into this core rotation. Then there's Keldon Johnson, still just 25, still bulldozing through defenders like he's got something to prove. A starter on other rosters, now bringing a scoring punch off to the bench. That's a luxury. Julian Champagny rounds out the group with spark plug energy, a wing who rebounds hard, cuts harder, and shoots without hesitation. This isn't just a bench, it's a foundation, a mix of defense, shooting, and hunger. And compared to the last year's paper-thin rotation, it's night and day. Behind every dynasty is a culture, and in San Antonio, it still starts with Greg Popovich. Sure, he's passed the clipboard to Mitch Johnson, the bright 37-year-old head coach stepping into the spotlight. But make no mistake, Pop remains the architect. As team president, his fingertips are everywhere, from roster moves to locker room tone. What sets the Spurs apart isn't just talent, it's patience, it's structure. It's the quiet, unshakable confidence. The development takes time, and they're not afraid to invest in it. In San Antonio, players arrive raw, leave refined. Stars aren't just chased, they're molded. Now, this young roster, bursting with speed, length, and upside, gets to grow within that same framework. The foundation is laid, the habits are known, and with Pop watching from the top, this team could forge its identity quicker than expected. Because in San Antonio, culture isn't a buzzword, it's a blueprint. And now, with the roster locked and the 2025-26 preseason behind them, with renewed hope and a schedule that will test just how real the rebuild is, Vegas gives them plus 2,500 odds. Not favorites, but no longer forgotten. That's not just movement, that's momentum, that's progress. Key matchups against Denver, Phoenix, and Dallas will serve as litmus tests. Can Wembley hold its own against Jokic? Can the young wings keep up with Booker and Doncic? These are not just games, they're benchmarks. Realistically, a play-in berth is the first step. From there, upsetting the top speed isn't impossible, especially if this squad finds rhythm by March. The focus isn't just wins, it's chemistry. Can Fox and Castle click? Every game is a chance to learn, sharpen, and surprise. If they do crack the playoffs, no one is going to want to see this young, fearless Spurs team in the Game 7 series. The 2026 Spurs check nearly every box, and that's what makes them scary. Start with a healthy Wembanyama, now surrounded by a lightning-fast backcourt of De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle. Add Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant, two wings with raw talent and real ceilings. Blend in veteran shooters like only Kornet and Barnes to space the floor. Then wrap it all around the Spurs' unshakable developmental culture and Popovich's continued influence behind the scenes. Unlike past rebuilds, think post-Duncan Spurs or even OKC's first post-Westbrook phase. This roster isn't top-heavy or a project in progress. It's balanced, cohesive, and built with both win-now urgency and long-term vision. No glaring weaknesses, no missing identity, just a team that can sneak up, storm in, and change the entire Western Conference playoff picture. The Spurs are back, and this time, they're built to last. The Spurs aren't just trending up, They're trending scary. Keep an eye on San Antonio. This squad could wreck brackets and make the NBA tremble.